Well, hello YouTube. So I thought I'd get the CL500 out while I had the chance before all this rain comes, and go for a spin on the other side of the A1079. My favourite side is Etton and Dalton and that side, but he flies in my helmet. There's some nice rides on this side, which is the Walkington side. So see where I can get to. North Newbold's over here. I'm just going to do a sort of a shorter ride around and come back down Walkington Heads. If you don't get this visor closed properly on this helmet, it has a real irritating whistle. It just does it every now and then. Nice view over the hedges here in this woodland, looking towards High Hunsley. Couldn't think of the name of it for a minute. The main reason I've come out is I was a bit I wasn't very happy with the mount that I had this beeline on, so I sent off for the Moto 2 mount that it's an extra. It was on Sports Bike Shop, $29.99, and it came at dinner time, so I thought I'll fit it, take it for a spin, and I think I've got it right. There's all different sizes of spacers, you know, like rubber spacers. It's just a matter of picking the ones that best suit your handlebars. And I have to say, it was fiddly. It wasn't difficult, but it was fiddly just to fit it. I've got bloody bread cakes for fingers, and I was like, for God's sake, you don't drop the screw, because if you drop it, you'll never find it. Bit of an odd camber here. Thankfully on this bike they don't tend to be a problem because she's not very tall. I keep having to lift my visor up because flies are getting in through the vents. Oh, they drive you mad. I quite like these rides where I don't go far from home, but get onto these country lanes and just explore. Find it very relaxing. A beautiful little house for sale there. There's some absolute cracking houses down here. Beautiful. St Nicholas Church in North Newbold. Norman Church, open for coffee. Now just have a little ride down to Hotham. These are the best kind of rides. We've had a bit of a sort of a lazy day at home. We did some shopping earlier on, and then we had to wait for a chap to come because he's every 6 or 7 months he comes and cleans our smeg oven for us, and we've had to cancel him. Well, he cancelled twice because he had First gear was a bad idea, mate. Child sitting problems, and the second time he booked himself, double booked him. Did I mind if he came today? And I said no, actually it works quite well for us, because we had an appointment earlier, and it would have been a bit of a rush to get back. Anyway, Kai came and did the cleaning. Nice kid, ex-Royal Air Force Regiment, my old lot. I was in the Provost side of the Royal Air Force Regiment, and so I got on real well with him. What we would have called a gunner. Anyway, you know, he does a lovely job, and takes him about an hour and a half. So I got him paid, and then Judy had gone off into the conservatory to get out of the way, and she was reading her book. So I stuck my head through the door and said, "You doing anything?" She said, "No, do you mind if I go out on the bike?" "Yeah, you go on the bike." Fine. She was happy reading her book and sat in a sunny conservatory with a drink. So an unexpected ride is the best kind in my books. I wonder what the hell it was. It was a bloody cockerel. Little out of the way village called Hotham. Beautifully kept bit of laurel. I'm glad the camera was on there. The ride back now is to Walkington. I was trying to remember how to get onto Heads Lane. I couldn't remember how we did it, and just by lucky accident I found it. Oh, happy day. This is a nice little ride, this. It's just long enough, you know what I mean, without getting too silly. Probably be out about an hour. Then go and make Jude a cup of tea. What time is it? Yeah, just in time to take young Daisy for her afternoon stroll, and we've all had a nice day. Do you know, I don't think I've ever been so pleased with anything I've ever bought in my life as I have been with this. The last time I can think of anything was when I bought my Mark 7 Golf. This is the South Cave to Market Wheaton Road, and we're heading in the direction of Market Wheaton. Just to get back onto the Walkington Heads Road. I don't want to go up Droop Hill. So we just have to, we've ridden a loop to get through Hotham, and I think it's this one. Sure it is, in fact. Yep, that's the one. And now this will take us back to Walkington Heads. I quite often do this ride after tea, and there's, you know how people ever rode motorbikes with open face helmets and no visors? I'll never know. It drives me bloody mad. Ping, 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 bloody flies it in your face. I think I'm just going to leave the camera running now until we get down to Walkington. Hunsley phone mast there, look, and radio transmitter. I think that one's owned by the BBC. If you turn left, Littlewood Road, that takes you back down into North Newbourne. If you turn right, it takes you to High Hunsley Crossroads. And Littlewood Road takes you down to Walkington. This is actually a part of the Wolds Way. Look at that for a nice view. Looking towards the coast and Beverley. Yeah, another one of them big spraying machines over there. This road I found completely by accident. Just came out for a ride on my monkey bike. This is only third time I've ever ridden down it. I only found it last year. There's no real reason to use it because there's a perfectly good B road that runs up to High Hunsley and drops you down where we came out onto the Market Wheaton Road. So this is just, you know, it's a road for farm vehicles really. But it seems rude not to take advantage of it. And I actually came down here with Richard the second time, but the first time I'd ridden this way. And somewhere around here I got a phone call from my daughter-in-law to say my wife's uncle had been taken ill and could I get home because Judy was like in a bit of a state. So I've shot off down here, and in a bit we'll come to a crossroads, and I've driven through that crossroads dozens and dozens, well, hundreds of times. But because I was approaching it on this road, I didn't recognise it. I absolutely had no idea where I was. I had to actually stop and get my phone out and actually work out where I was on a map. I was completely lost, probably 4 miles from home. I absolutely ain't got a clue where I was. As you can see, popular with the men in Lycra. But again, you know, it's a nice quiet road, you can't blame them. part of the world's way. I'm not sure if it's a national cycle route or not. I don't think it is. This is the crossroads that got me totally confused. If you turn left and go that way, it takes you onto that rat run that takes you down onto the Westwood. Turn right and it just takes you back to High Hunsley. That's all it is, and we use this road regularly. Every time we go to the motorway, this is the road we use. I looked at it, I thought, where the hell am I? I ain't got the foggiest notion. Time is it? 2:45. I noticed on the back of that bloke's, the cyclist I just passed, it said Belgian, and I'm just wondering whether it was a foreigner, so he would have been riding on what's the right side of the road to him. You know, a bit of brain fog, it could be. In which case I was overtaking him on the right side. It just occurred to me, I wonder if. It doesn't matter, I just don't want to be the cause of an accident. There we are, into Walkington. It says Beverley that way, but it's actually, you can go to Beverley this way. Anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this Friday afternoon short outing with the...
There goes Graham on the mighty sail.